today, I guess we're making the Noid movie. Everyone's favorite pizza mascot from the late 80s, early 90s.
A very weird pizza mascot.
A very weird pizza mascot. For anyone who's not familiar with the Noid, he is a little pajama bunny man who likes to make pizzas bad. And not that he makes bad pizzas, he likes to take existing pizzas and ruin them.
Yeah, he takes the good pizzas and makes them bad pizzas.
But luckily, you order from Domino's and you get yourself a very good pizza, and the Noid can't touch it. And that's why you avoid the Noid at Domino's.
Yeah, if you ever wondered why your Domino's pizzas were always so delicious.
So good, so piping hot, fresh, made with the best ingredients, it's because they avoid the Noid. Hello everyone, welcome back to Screen to Screen. I'm Andrew and this is Chris.
Well, hello there.
We're in that age, we're in the nostalgia age of the 80s and 90s.
What was old is now new again.
And it's high time for a Noid film.
Yeah, now that gum we like is coming back in style, it's definitely time.
Now that the gum has come back in style, we've chewed it, we need more gum. We got this little fella. So here's sort of it's a half of a pitch here.
Go on.
This is Gremlins, but with pizza. The style of this, I imagine we want it to at least appear to be claymation, because that is his natural state is claymation. I think the Noid is going to be one of those characters that he starts off the movie as sort of a mischievous bad guy.
Oh yeah, he definitely has to start as a bad guy.
But he becomes a good guy, you know? Like, he's the protagonist, he's got to learn the error of his ways. It's weird, it doesn't seem to me that he hates pizza, he just loves to ruin it. Like, that's the only thing that brings him joy, is ruining pizzas and perhaps watching people not enjoy them.
Yeah.
Like, he hides out and watches people not enjoy their pizza. Like,
all right, so we want the Noid to start as a bad guy. Mm-hmm. We want him to end as a good guy, right?
Right, I think so.
So I think we should have another villain, and maybe the Noid should be working for that villain. So, like, he's ruining pizzas on the orders of some sort of, like, pizza Krampus situation. I don't know.
Okay.
It'll probably have to be a unique character we're making up, because I don't think there are other characters for us to draw from in the Noid.
I think the Noid has a pretty small universe, yeah.
Yeah. I've always enjoyed that formula for children's movies, where you got the mischievous bad guy, they learn to like the same thing as the kids, and then they turn against their evil overlord, and they help the kids succeed.
I think that maybe it's a little bit of a DuckTales movie. Like he is a bit of a genie. Like, not that he grants wishes, I'm just saying, like, he fulfills that role.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, he's just super good at ruining pizzas.
It's just his natural state is he's super good at ruining pizza.
I think the first scene of this movie, we open on a family sitting down to enjoy a pizza, much like in Home Alone. And while they're having their, like, family, like, we think, oh, these are the main characters of this movie. We are getting to know them a little bit. And in the background, we see sort of like this sort of heist kind of thing, like the Noid kind of gets lowered from the ceiling, and we don't really see him do. He's all in silhouette. We see, like, his big wacky footy pajamas, like his feet walking by. We hear sounds of, like, tinkering or like a torque wrench, because that's a funny sound.
Yep.
And then the family opens up the pizza, and it's got, like, I don't know, what do people hate on pizza?
Pea.
Well. But I was thinking of something like liver and onions pizza.
Yeah, something kids just don't like.
Or like anchovy and pineapple, because I like both of those toppings, but no one else seems to. It's always the joke.
I think it should be probably, like, maybe super generic, kids don't like it stuff. Brussels sprouts and broccoli.
I think you're right about that. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. But also, like,
and a joke thing needs to be on there too.
And the parents also need to not like it.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and, like, maybe ants. Or maybe just something.
The thing, because the thing about it is, I think I want them to, like, eat it and go, ew, what's
oh
this
yeah,
pizza?
so maybe not ants then.
Yeah, like something that's like it's cold pizza. Like, maybe he gets like a fan or something, or I don't know.
Well, he definitely has to make it cold.
Makes it cold.
Ooh, how about ice cubes as an ingredient?
Ice cubes. You just put ice cubes on it.
Like, things kids don't like, and then also ice cubes, so it's just like pools of water on there.
Now, here's where I'm going to. How involved is Domino's in this plot? Because I really don't want the moral of the story to be eat at Domino's.
I mean, that's what the job of the character was in the olden days, was eat at Domino's.
I know, but it can't be like friggin' the end of the movie. It's like, you have to believe in Domino's, Noid. Believe in Domino's and you'll save us. Like, I don't... Yeah. You know, it's a Domino's universe. Domino's is present in the universe.
I think it should just be one of those situations where Domino's happens to be the pizza that they get each time.
Well, see, that's the problem, though, because the Noid is avoided at Domino's. So he can't ruin Domino's pizzas. He just can't do it.
Well, I think for the sake of this movie, we might have to change that, because otherwise we're just going to be promoting Domino's.
I mean, that's where I find myself.
Maybe Domino's is the only place that believes in the Noid. Everyone else is a myth.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
That way we could have a wise old manager of a Domino's who's like, "You kids never heard the story of the Noid? My mom says that's a myth."
Yeah, I think that's better. It's not that Domino's is the best pizza. It's just that they're the ones who believe in the Noid.
Yeah. And now we could pull a whole bunch of fun tropes that I always like stuff like in Trick or Treat and Krampus. There are just rules that other people dismiss and don't believe in.
Oh, and we can even make this little meta, like the manager's like, I was the manager of a Domino's in the 80s.
When I first saw the Noid.
And he's like the Jersey Devil of this universe.
Yeah. Ooh, and that's good. We could use that for exposition. He could talk about the Noid was just a mischievous prankster back in my day.
Yeah.
These days, things are dark and grim because we have this new baddie.
Is there a reason why the Noid would come back? Like, he was around the 80s, but is there something about today, like something about smartphones or something that makes him come back? I don't know. Not that we need to use that. I'm just thinking it might be like the manager. He's maybe not like a wizened old man, but he's like a middle-aged man who was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like delivering pizzas in the 80s, and he encountered the Noid, like this mythical cryptid, you know,
All right, how about the Noid was gone for a while because this Domino's manager sealed him away.
Okay.
He stopped the menace of the Noid, a la
well, we could
big pile of movies that have done that.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
There's something we can
the Ghoulies and Munchies both had their little monsters all sealed away at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That way,
he gets summoned, maybe an
maybe
incantation.
Like someone reads a metal album and he comes back. I'm gonna be referencing a lot of '80s movies.
I mean, I feel like that should be the tone of this movie. I feel like it really needs to be.
It needs to be a kind of a goofy, Gremlins-y, Gate, Ghoulies, all these fun
Well, the thing about it is, I think we could expand this universe a little bit and not have to rely so heavily on pizza.
Okay.
Which could help us out. So I think there is a legion of evil cryptids that all have a special power.
All right.
But the runt of the litter is the Noid.
And
his magic powers, he ruins pizzas.
I like that a lot.
There's an evil, they're legit evil spirits that got sealed away a long time ago. But the little runt of the litter, the Noid, who has been raised to be just as evil as them, but has 1/10 the power they do.
Yeah.
One of them has the power, they're like the Infinity Stones or something. They have the power to do all these, maybe not that bad, but I mean the power to turn people to stone or something. But his power is, I ruin pizzas, and he takes his job seriously, but he's just a little doof.
Yeah.
And he never gets taken seriously by the other evil spirits, and so his character arc, he meets kids or something, and then he uses his pizza ruining powers to maybe save the day. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. I kind of got away from our pizza thing, but I think this makes it a little easier to craft a story around.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely so heavily on Domino's. And the Noid, he thinks he's one of the badass guys, but
he's gotta.
But he's not.
He's gotta be that goofy, I roll with Bigfoot, what of it?
Okay, so I like the idea of the manager and his lure. I think we could still roll this into that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he's I don't know, 40, and he's still at this pizza place because he sort of maybe feels like he has to keep the story alive.
If we want to go with the Noid hasn't been seen for a while and it's because he was sealed away, he could be staying in the pizzeria because he has the Noid And maybe even the other cryptids locked away in the basement of the pizzeria. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like, they're sealed away, like, maybe there's, like, a portal that's sealed away.
Yeah, like the portal to, I don't know, the Cryptiverse or something.
And I think the way to do this structurally is, like, the Noid gets out, and maybe, like, the other guys don't get out yet, or they do, but they need, like, a special thing before, like, the right, like, the moon has to be at the right angle, whatever. Like, they have to do something in order to unleash their terror on the world.
To be truly free, they need to do a thing.
Like, the Noid, they get to, like, okay, Noid, you go out there and you give us the what's-it, and he's like, you got it, I'll make sure we're back in action. And then he runs away, and like, great, now that he's gone, we can get to the real plan.
We need you to go and get the gravy greasy MacGuffin for us, Noid.
And then he's like, I gotta get that MacGuffin, I gotta get it. And he's like going around, and he's like causing mischief, and it's like, my friends need me. And meanwhile, they hate him. It's like, what a little doof. Right?
What a little jerk.
He'd only get in the way and ruin our plan. And so the Noid goes off on his mission to do something truly evil, but during his time, like, meeting his new friends, he starts to side more, and he realizes that, like, those guys aren't his real friends. These kids are. What could the kids learn from the Noid?
That's a very tricky question, because all the Noid knows is how to ruin pizza.
He knows how to ruin pizza. Can that come in handy?
Maybe.
I mean, it could be fun for the kids trying to prank, like, a school, like,
ruining like a pizza party at the school or something.
Yeah. Can he bring pizza back from being bad? Maybe that's a thing. Like, he can temporarily ruin pizza.
Maybe it's one of those situations where toward the end of the movie, he realizes he has more than just his one power.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they keep telling him that's all his power is, and that's what he believes, but maybe he has a little more to it. He's like Ant-Man. He can shrink and grow. So he can make pizza better.
But he doesn't find that out until the end.
Yeah. Or maybe he doesn't figure... So what about he has the power to temporarily ruin pizza, and he doesn't think that's much of a big deal, but the kids kind of convince him, like, he could branch out a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking, like, hey, kids, you want some free pizza? I got something for you. He ruins the pizza with, like, a snap of his fingers or something. Like, ew, this pizza's gross. They throw it out in the dumpster, and then he snaps his finger again. Hot, fresh pizza. He brings it back. He's like, here you go, kids. He goes to a kid's birthday party and ruins the pizza, and the kid's upset, but the Noid thinks it's funny. And then the kid finds out that this little Noid ruined his pizza, and he kind of captures him. It's like, hey Noid, like, I heard about you from that guy. It's like, you ruined my pizza, and
it was your fault.
It's your fault. Your fault that my friends hate me because of this party, and it's hard to make friends when you're a kid because there's so much pressure, and you ruined it. I demand you fix it, or something like that. And so he and the kid like he holds something over the Noid, like, somehow, or like maybe he like, I don't know, like they keeps him in a cage or something. And it's like, you gotta fix this, you gotta make this right,
you gotta make it right.
And so the Noid has to, like, make it right, but, like, during that sort of, like, weird kind of payback, they start developing a friendship that way. I don't know. I think that's how it can go. And meanwhile, the baddies are planning their big, I don't know, super evil thing. Their big super evil thing. And then they have to get defeated by pizza somehow, though, because I feel like pizza's gotta be part of this. It's gotta be a big part of this.
Oh yeah. Hey, of course, they're all weak to pizza.
I mean, if you freeze pizza, that's like a friggin' saw blade, right?
Oh yeah.
You could, like, throw them like frisbees at them.
Oh, it could be just like those toys that the Ninja Turtles all came out with. The pizza shooters.
Like he can make a pizza shooter. Like that's the Act 3. Like, the kids. I love it in those movies where, like, the kids are really good at building stuff.
Yeah, like there's a montage of them putting together their new weapon.
And it looks like it's all ragtag, but when you think about it, it's like, wow, no, that's actually very good.
No, that's very dangerous.
But I want to have one of those. And they make a whole bunch of weapons to fight. They make. All right, what are some pizza-based weapons? I think they have to all be pizza-based weapons, because that's what the Noid can do.
Well, pizza cutter, obviously.
Pizza cutter. Okay, all right, sure. Pizza
pizza peel.
Pizza shooter. Pizza peel?
pizza peel. Those are the big, like...
Yeah, like the
giant wooden spatulas.
Yeah, for the pizzerias. Like some toppings, like... What are the Ninja Turtles used in all their toys?
Usually just like plastic pizzas that shoot out of a thing.
Maybe like a cheese web. Like it's just like
yeah, sticky.
Land. Yeah, like I'm sticky in this cheese web.
I'm stuck in their mozzarella web.
Maybe the Noid can like produce pizza. Like he can make pizza happen.
Oh, he just pulls down his pants and pizza comes out.
Well, I figured he kind of like does a sort of like
dark pizza magic.
Dark pizza magic. Like he can it can come from his fingertips. Like he like pulls it out like Doctor Strange or something.
Like Doctor Strange.
Like he has these like pizza spheres that like appear around his hands. I think he has to. He finds out. The kids make him find out he can also create pizza, like you were saying. Like he could create he could do constructive, not just destructive things.
What are the funnest dumb cryptids we could put in there? Like New Jersey Devil.
Well, do we want like these name brand ones, or do you want to like come up with some of our new like a I don't know is that what we want? Do we want this like he is an official cryptid, but he's one you don't know of because he sucks, or is it like
we're just making up a whole collection that are like him?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, are we going with, like, legit cryptids, or is this, like, another world of evil, and this is just happens to be, like, just the stupid one?
I don't know. It's kind of fun bringing in things that, like, even if you're a kid... Like, you've heard of things like the New Jersey Devil and Bigfoot.
It's like, like the Guardians with, like, it's Santa and the Easter Bunny, like that kind of thing?
Sort of. Like, I was thinking, like, I want just the dumb ones, so like New Jersey Devil, Mothman.
I was just gonna say Mothman.
Chupacabra's always a classic.
Oh, he could be, a cute little puppy.
Yeah.
Well, like an evil one, but...
Like, I thought you were supposed to look really creepy and everything. I had mange when they took that picture. Bigfoot's a big name.
He would be like the big bad.
Yeah.
Though he wouldn't be the brains, they'd be the brawn.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Jersey Devil's the brains.
or Mothman.
No, Mothman would be the brains.
Yeah.
But what does he do? He blows up bridges? Isn't that his deal?
Mothman is not just bridges falling down, it's big disasters. Like, people always see it before a disaster happens.
Alright, so Mothman wants to he should be the brains, because he wants to create a disaster.
He's looking to really make his mark coming back in here.
And Bigfoot doesn't really do anything. He just kind of hangs out.
Yeah, Bigfoot's just seen in the woods.
He's just
sometimes.
a muscle.
Yeah.
What's the Jersey Devil do? I don't really know what's his, like, he just kind of appears and... Does he, like, do bad stuff? Chupacabra eats livestock.
Yeah. I think Jersey Devil's just a thing that people see in Jersey, and then they're scared of it.
Oh, I guess he also steals livestock. You know.
God, cryptids and livestock.
Yeah, I don't know. We can give him more. We can have him do something like whatever. He just like kind of terrorizes people.
Yeah.
But he's he can have powers. I don't know. Yeah, but they should all each have like a. We can even like bend the rules and give them each all like a little bit of a power like.
Oh, definitely.
Like Bigfoot, bad example just off the top of my head, he can like clap his hands so loud that there's like a sonic boom.
I think he should stomp his foot so hard.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But like that kind of thing is what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe the cold open for this movie could be in the past with our wizened pizzeria manager actually sealing these people away. That way we establish what's going on. Kind of like how Jumanji opens with the game being...
Yeah. What if it's like way back in the past and you see the Noid in sort of like Salem or something? It's like
old America.
It's like real old, and it's like the
other cryptids literally don't know what the Noid could possibly do because there's no pizza.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like it's probably better. I just like that image is funny to me, but it's probably better to stick with like he got sealed away in the '80s. Like that's
honestly, I actually like that.
It could be something like Sleepy Hollow, that like era, like whatever. Yeah. It's the olden times, and
the Noid could sneak up on some colonists. They'll scream and be like, "Are you guys Italian, by any chance?"
Well, here's my thought: is that the Mothman is sort of introducing all of the monsters to a victim, and it's like, and the Noid, and his power is like he'll destroy all the food in the town so everyone starves, and then he does it, and the guy he's like, No, this is just kind of gross. I mean,
and back then they were used to eating gross food anyway.
Yeah.
It's not much worse.
Nah, it's only slightly worse, and so he makes food slightly worse. Yeah. But when he comes to the modern age, he discovers pizza.
Yeah.
And it's the food.
Oh, this is my calling.
Yeah.
Ruining this thing.
I think like the first scene of him in maybe they're all right maybe they're sealed away. They only have enough magic to get this little guy out, and he goes out and he sees and it's up to him to open the portal.
Yeah,
and he does, but that's at the halfway point of the movie, and by that point he kind of regrets it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's him, this like ancient spirit, comes to live in the modern era. And he discovers, like, the first thing he discovers is pizza. And now he's got to ruin it.
I gotta ruin this. I gotta wreck it.
Because it's food that actually tastes good.
Yeah.
Like, he never had this. And the guy at the Domino's has a book that his great, grandfather, like, he was the one in that first scene.
Yeah, of
played
course.
by the same actor.
As is appropriate. Instead, he was just wearing silly clothes and a beard.
Yeah, and these, like, he has this tome about these cryptids that maybe it's like
Son of a bitch.
maybe it's like the Horseman of the Apocalypse, and he's like
he's supposed to be Famine.
He's like Famine, except he sucks. Maybe what I'm saying is like maybe they're not cryptids. Like maybe like they're because like the reason why I'm now leaning away from cryptids is because we have sightings of these. Like Chupacabra was invented in the 90s.
That's a good point, yeah.
So I don't know. Like I'm not saying like we're ever going to actually make this movie. So maybe we don't need to necessarily decide. But we have a few kind of fun origin stories here. I kind of do like the idea of him kind of being sent out to sort of bring them back in his way, and he gets sidetracked. Like maybe they keep like calling him in some sort of like portal. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I've discovered pizza. It's great.
I'm gonna ruin it.
Yeah, like no one will have it. There's the food. Like the food's actually good now. People care when you ruin it.
We could have the Mothman be the one that's kind of in both timelines as the only competent one, and in the past, when he tried to destroy early America, he ends up summoning a bunch of really crappy things. Like he gets the Noid, he gets, we'll make up a few other ones.
Okay.
And when we're in the present day and he's trying to bring the team back together again, that's when he's getting competent cryptids. Like, that's why we get the new boys.
Oh, interesting.
We're getting the Chupacabra because Chupacabra is a efficient livestock killing machine.
That's interesting, yeah.
We'll pretend that Bigfoot is a lot scarier than he is.
Yeah. We could just make him scary, that's all. That's kind of a cool way to go.
That way the Noid's kind of like, he's from a different era and he sucks, but he's just what we need right now.
I think it's also very funny for him to look very 80s, but he always looked like that.
Yeah, it just happened to like I was really in my prime in the 80s. I don't know why you guys change. I looked really dumb in the 1700s, and now I look really dumb now in whatever year this is. This actually opens up some fun things for Act 3, too. Like, if we go with the Mothman tried to put a team together, but he only got, like, C-rank cryptids like the Noid, we could have 2 others, maybe 3, like, really crappy cryptids of the Noid's power level, like, hey, I'm the pants gremlin. I always make it so your underwear are kind of uncomfortable, but just kind of, It's really inconvenient. And, like, they have to bring the team together to fight these actual competent ones.
All right. So all of those C-listers come back. That's pretty fun.
We want to have, like, the Goofy, the team's all here, Act 3.
But, the final fight could be in a pizzeria. And then I guess the Noid doesn't get banished in the end. The Noid gets to hang out or something.
He gets a job at Domino's.
There we go.
Like, he's in the kitchen just, like, snapping his fingers and making pizza appear. Because he learned he could make pizza. But every once in a while, the phone rings and someone's just like, I got an ice cube pizza, what the heck? And cut to the Noid going, eh.
Do you remember Bad Andy? I think that was also Domino's. Yeah, it is Domino's. So Bad Andy was a puppet.
Oh, I think I remember that. Commercials.
Bad Andy was like in the mid to late 90s, I feel like.
That's why I remember.
Or maybe early 2000s. I don't remember exactly.
I mean, that could be one of the bad cryptids.
But yeah, that's what I think it could be. So I think Bad Andy's thing is that he's like the Noid, except he he interrupts the process of making pizza.
Yeah.
Like they were, at Domino's, they're making the pizza, and then Bad Andy like does it wrong, and they're like, Bad Andy, come on.
That's not how you pizza.
And so he's like the goof employee of Domino's, and they always have to like fix his bad. Like he's just, I don't know. He's not like malevolent like the Noid is. He's just sort of a big goof. So I don't know. We can work Bad Andy in there.
Yeah, I mean, he could be the cryptid that's really good at interrupting people.
Yeah.
Just like he's just inconvenience. Looks like Fafa.
Yeah, a little bit. He actually kind of looks like Fafa and Mario mixed together, really.
A little bit, yeah.
Because he's got the body of Mario with the hair Mario and the coloring in the eyes.
Color and eyes of Fafa.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird. Thanks for watching Screen to Screen. If you've got a commercial you want us to adapt it to a movie or a video game or whatever, if you've got something you want us to see, let us know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And until next time, avoid the Noid.